Hey guys, this is Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi dinar summary on the net. We've got like a 15-mile-an-hour wind, but I need to be in the sun. If you know me at all, you know I need to be in the sun. So this is your fastest Iraqi dinar on the net, and I also did an hour and 40-minute live stream with breaking news out of Iraq. We've got unique military contacts that are there in Iraq. They're part of the Joint Operations Command, and they give me unique intel, and they give me stuff that nobody else gets, and we get it first. And if you see a short of mine and it says, oh, Frank did that last night, well, check the date. The short was probably 4 days old. I'm just saying. I love everybody, guys. I give Frank the utmost of honor, as well as Mark Z and everybody, but I have been, targeted lately. I think because my intel is so good. It's just that good. Just that good. Hold on. So I'm here on my back porch. We're going to be live at 5:30 if you want to join us. If you have any questions, we're going to celebrate as if we believe this is already done. Because I believe if it's not done, only God knows the time, and it's close. So there was breaking news that we shared on the Zoom, but I will tell you those 3 articles where the CBI liquidity is available and our reserves exceed $100 billion. So they have plenty of money to back all their currency, even the currency we hold. Iraq and the U.S. discussed bilateral relations. That was a good article. They're still in discussions. Iraq and U.S. are working together, and that's always good news. And over $200 million fund Iraqi-British agreement to establish milk production centers inside of Iraq for all the new babies. Evidently, they have 1 million babies per year being born in Iraq. So it's a young country, and that is great because they can do it all in-house in Iraq. And they made this memorandum of understanding with this British company to establish a milk production plant. So those were all breaking news while on the Zoom. So they got it first. That was at 11 a.m. And this is, at this time of recording this, is 3:58. Also, there's unique stuff on there that nobody else gets. So now we go to the articles that are in my live stream. The detailed articles are beneath it. I'll just tell you the titles so you can go look. The timestamps are completely up. Thank you to Sabrina, my bestie. She's one of my mods, and she also does the timestamps. She does an excellent job. I just have to make sure to get the timestamps posted. They're down beneath each video we do. So, snakes on a plane. Indian smuggler caught with venomous vipers. That was kind of a gross one to start out with. But then we went to Iraq's anti-corruption pledges, close monitoring campaign finances. That new system is helping them monitor and campaign finances. Also, then Iraq enforces unified customs tariff at all border crossings, including Kurdistan. So evidently they're a fan of tariffs, and nobody makes an issue of it. Oil jumps after OPEC sticks to the same output hike in July versus June. Great article about what OPEC is doing. KRG, Kurdistan Regional Government, forms a committee to shut down crypto and Forex firms. Guys, because why? They want their currency to be the only thing. President Rashid receives his Lebanese counterpart at the Baghdad Palace. So even Lebanon is there. And then let's see. Japanese ambassador, we aim to support Iraq's investment environment and attract global companies. Then that's Japan. They want to help Iraq globalize, which how can you do that with a program rate only allowed in country? You can't. Head of Integrity Commission. The fact that they have an Integrity Commission is hats off to Iraq for having integrity. We will not allow public funds to be exploited in election campaigns. Guys, I just love what I'm seeing in Iraq. I mean, they got their crap together. Oil Ministry announces drilling and rehabilitation of 18 oil wells in May. Now, this is a combination, along with the government of Iraq. They're working with a drilling company to refurbish those. And it was, let's see, I remember the name of the company. What was it? It was, anyways, it was a combination of this international company, the Iraqi drilling company affiliated with the Ministry of Oil. They rehabilitated 18 wells, and they're going to start producing them. So there you go. More wealth to back our currency that we've invested in. Minister of Justice, our visit to Iran comes as a part of expanding international cooperation in the judicial field. So we'll see what happens. You know, Iran is very messy. And if you're part of my channel, you know that God gave me 3 prophetic words other than, in addition to, or sub to, tell them the Iraqi dinar is done. He said, Don't worry about the banks. It's going to be messy. Take the money and run. Of which we had some detailed conversations about that on my Zoom for my mastermind group members. So you may want to take part of those. So now we go to everybody else's summary. We're almost 5 minutes in. So that was all my intel. Now we're going to summarize everybody else's intel. And here we go. We start with Mountain Goat. He goes, we know about what the true rate of the dinar should currently be based on its assets. The IMF is going to a strict asset-based evaluation of currency values. This is a Basel requirement. Yes, Basel through. So what has been preventing this revaluation to the true rate of the dinar? It was mostly AML, anti-money laundering issue, i.e. banking reforms. Efforts were put on warp speed to complete the AML reforms as acceleration began in early January 2023. And that was when I read that article about the CBI. I'm the only one who caught it. Successive articles about the CBI and how they're going to do something to strengthen the economy of Iraq to match its security and stability in the politics and the security. That their economic security is just as important, and they were going to imminently launch something. And that's about the time this started, as he pointed out. And so he continues, we now get a sense of a real change, a sound transition away from those sanctioned days of Iraq since the 90s. It's a new Iraq, and it is here now. So it puzzles me as to why the currency does not now reflect this change. Everybody's a little puzzled, but I know God's timing is perfect. I think he's waiting for everybody to find this and find my freedom steps. See pinned comment. It says, but I assure you it will, and it won't be long until it does. The AML effort is sprouting great benefits to Iraq and allowing them to move ahead quickly. Again, it's all about the banking system. They talk about the AML. It's all part of that digitized AI banking system, which includes strong borders, border security like you can't even imagine. Our guys on the ground have attested to it. Biometric voting coming up in the parliamentary elections in November. Sudani said he's running again, and anybody that runs in this upcoming election has to be fresh faces. They cannot be part of the old guard. He's just recently, this week, he shifted up, or last week, he shifted up the boards of directors at the CBI and at the banks that are associated with this new system. So let me tell you, he means business. He wants this done, and it's going to be done. And then let's see, Militiaman. I love Militiaman. The data supports big things are about to take place. The last 3 to 4 days have been really, really powerful information. It shows Iraq is integrating into the international financial system, into the global community. He and I are in agreement. They're talking about it. The UN is talking about it specifically. We know that we have had support from the United States Treasury, the World Bank, the IMF, the UN, major financial institutions, other central banks in the region, a successful Arab League conference, powerful information. Guys, exactly. Militiaman, I'm so glad you pointed that out in such a great summary. Then Sandy Ingram says, power crises deepens in Iraq's central provinces as temperature rise and protests escalate. Well, she's right about that. I had an article about the protest yesterday. I do all the detailed articles coming out of Iraq through the Pentagon. So I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell. But I think the time has never been better. I know that if you believe in the prophets, comment down below, because I believe in the prophets. I believe this is done, and I believe it's going to happen at the greatest time of fear, doom, and gloom. And even Kim Clement saw a break in the financial system, and it's all because of the new financial system is broken, and it's breaking a whole new financial system, and it's beginning in the Middle East. And that means you've got the hottest currency in your hands. Don't let go no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. They're not going to delete 3 zeros off the currency. Join me live if you have any questions. We'll put those to rest. God bless. I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a link to this to our live stream tonight at 5:30. Bye. Love you. Peace. And be a nice human. Why don't we try that? Don't say anything. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. How about that? Bye.